Okay, so looking at the MDT that we're going to be using in our Plaguefall run today, there'll be two MDTs in the description, by the way, a stock standard one and this one that I'm about to walk you through, which is a phenomenal route, but it does require some organization to execute it correctly. So starting off, running down here, we're going to Invis Pot or Shroud all the way through to here, rather than the traditional way of pulling the slime. So we're going to go through the lake here of slime, run around the outside. We're going to do this opening big pull here, and we're going to Lust Hero straight away. Doesn't matter if it's Tyrant or Fort. Lust Hero, pew pew. We're then going to CC this red slime, and we're going to pull the Plague Binder into this relic pack here. From here, after this, we're going to take our red slime back to the boss and fight it here in our little secret tech spot that I will walk you through in the video. We then come back around down here. We're going to CC the Plague Binder, and we're going to take the purple slime into this pack of slimes here. The purple slimes debuff doesn't affect the damage that goes out on the slimes here, so that's all good to do. We're then going to take our CC'd Plague Binder up into this relic pack, killing We're then going to kill the pack at the bottom of the stairs with the two slime claws. We're then going to take these two slime claws into the first tentacle, kill the second tentacle. Soon as we drop combat, someone's going to mount up. We're going to start fighting Blightweaver. That person's going to run all the way on their mount down, aggro these two, and run all the way back, which will kill them with the Plague Borers. We're then going to CC the red slime, pull these two over, kill those. Then we're going to take our red slime, start DPSing it low. We're going to take it into this pack of 3 and pull the boss when it jumps on us. Nuke everything down standing in the red slime. We're then going to run down the stairs. We're going to pull the 2 on the side island and the 2 on the front of this island into this slime and tentacle. Do the middle pack. Move over the side here and take these 2 into these 2. Come down the bottom, take this hidden ambusher into the tentacle and defender of many eyes. You can kill either relic pack, whichever side you like first, it doesn't matter. And then we're doing Venom Blade here. Then we drop down. We're going to come into this slime bit here. We're going to CC. Someone's going to CC the purple one. Pull the green slime here. We're going to take the green slime all the way back down here, killing these 2, and then just chaining it throughout here. Once that's dead, somebody run back up, tag the purple slime and the red slime. And then we're going to bring them back, killing our purple slime, interrupting the red slime, pull the red slime onto the boss here, and use the buff again on Margrave to make the most of that. So that is the MDT. I know it looks complex. Let's walk it through on the commentary. Alright, so looking at the commentary for the Plaguefall that we just covered off on the MDT, this is for keys 10 plus and above, obviously. And this strat, I would highly recommend for the really high end of keys. I mean, you could do it wherever you like, but it definitely does require some coordination. We're shrouding through here, or we're invis potting. There'll be 2 MDTs in the description though. One for a really stock standard, more simplistic route that you would have seen, and then the one that we're covering off today, which is on the little bit more advanced side of things, we'll say. So you shroud or invis, skip through, get on your mount, and then you're running around the bubbling pools here where we're going into our first pull. Now, when we get back up here, I'm going to walk you through how to tank the first boss, which is absolutely trivializes the bejesus out of it, but we'll cover that when we get to the boss. Moving into our first pack, Spinebreaker, Plague Rock, and 6 Slime Claws. So, I'm waiting on that Slime Claw to move back, Spinebreaker to move back, and then I'm going to pull all this. For the Spinebreaker, dodge the jagged spines that come out from the ground, and as the tank, always face the mob away. It has a massive frontal called Festering Belch. Always have it facing away from your group. It doesn't track. When it starts to trigger the ability, move out of the way. When the breaker dies, it'll leave these little ads that start to go into metamorphosis. As the tank, run over them. The Plague Rock hits really hard and does a frontal knockback called Wing Buffet. Just make sure you get out of the way of that and don't point it at your group. The Slime Claws will deal heavy nature damage to the nearest melee target and reduce their stats through corroded claws. Having a Dispel is vital in Plaguefall. It makes life so much easier. At 20%, they also run away and try and find new friends, so just be aware of that. You can see the metamorphosis I'm cleaning up there, and that's pretty much it. We use Lust and Hero on that pull as well. It is a nasty pull, so just be aware of that. Then we're going to CC the red slime here, and we're going to take our Plague Binder that's next to it into this pack of Plague Binders down here, giving us 4 Plague Binders and the relics. We're going to be killing here and making the most of the canister to the right here, which will explode. Now, it doesn't deal a whole lot of damage in a 26, but it's still anything is a bonus. You can see the Plague Binders will also cast a Gripping Infection as well. make sure you stun that, or you get a kick on it, or you dispel it if it goes off. It will root whoever it goes off in place. If you get rooted in an earth slam or a canister explosion or something like that, you're going to have a bad time. So we finish this up, and then we're going to take our red slime, which is CC'd here, all the way back up to the first boss. So getting our kicks, all that kind of stuff, we're going to come up the top here, and then I'm going to pause this and I'm going to walk you through the boss here. Okay, so you can see where Chewy is right now. He is around, tucked in this little corner. We're going to kill the red slime about here. A marker goes down in the end, but we're going to kill the red slime about here. I'm going to tank the boss with my back in this corner here. The group is going to stand in the red slime and DPS the boss's back. When the boss goes to Plague Stomp, they're all going to run around this little nook into the corner. It's going to line of sight the Plague Stomp. They take no damage, no knockback. All you then need to worry about is CCing the big slimes and the smaller slimes, or killing the small slimes. So we'll get this into position here. You'll see a marker will go down in a second. So a marker will be down. Here it is here. We've killed the red slime, and then we're going to pull the boss here, and I'll show you. So running over here just to pull the boss, skipping that whole entire middle platform and the padding mobs. So I am going to grab the boss here, and I'm going to move into position here where my back is in the corner. Now, as the tank, you can't see anything. I'm pretty sure my poor Hunter Demise actually gets clapped by because I just can't see anything. Tab targeting and taunting would have been the play, but anyway. Okay, so I think I swivel out where I'll be able to show you something a little bit better here. So we're going to have Beckon Slime, which is the big slime ad, okay? With the big slime ad, we're going to use any form of CC that we've got on it. So we've got paralysis and blind in this group. So we use paralysis on the first one, and you can see it up here. With the small ads, we're going to kill the small ads, okay? So when the small ads come in, slows, binding shots, rops, leg sweeps, kill the small slimes. We don't CC the small slimes, we're just killing them. If you have a druid, and you can see them here getting cap totems, and then everybody's going to switch to these small little morsel ads here, kill them, easy peasy. The big ads have to be CC'd though, and that's where you've got things like you can banish them, you can blind them, you can para them. I think that's kind of it for your big CCs on them. Oh, and you can entangling roots them. Now, if you've got a druid with mass entangle, every time the small ads come in, you could just mass entangle them and probably not worry about them, and even leave them out there with the big slimes. However, we elect to kill the small slimes every single time. And as the tank, as I said, the view is really bad here, but you can see we've now trapped the new big slime. We trapped the old first slime, and then Bobby's ran off and parried the second slime. So you'll only ever get 2 big slimes in this unless you're extremely slow, and it's just killing the small ones. So that is it. So you can see this, the ROP going out here to knock those off. Slime wave comes out here, so everybody line of sights around the corner. No one takes any damage, no one takes any knockback. Kill the small ones, and we keep going. So that, my friends, is the easiest way to cheese the first boss in Plaguefall and make your life very, very easy. So once that first boss is down, we are moving back to the bottom. We also heroed on that as well. So we basically hero on that opening pull, and then clear till heroes back up, and then hero back on the boss. We get down the bottom here. We're going to CC the Plague Binder, and we're going to pull all of these slimes together because the purple slimes debuff doesn't affect the rest of these slimes. Got canisters here again, so you could use both canisters if you like. One nice real tip, I didn't do it here, but one really nice tip that you can do on these slimes, which I should have, if you mass grip them all, it'll sync their casts up at the start when you pull them. So if you mass grip and then channel that into an AoE stun, be it Warlock stun, a leg sweep, a shockwave, something like that, it'll actually syncopate the casts up, which makes it a lot easier because every time this corrosive gunk goes out, you can just duck out and then go back in for the hits, rather than having all of these different casts going off at a different time. Having a dispel in here, again, is absolutely huge. You really do want one. It makes life so much easier in Plaguefall. So we get all these slimes down, and then we're going to take our CC'd Plague Binder, who's all the way down the bottom here, and we're going to take that up into this relic pack here. We've covered all these mobs and what they do, so we don't need to worry about them. We're killing in this pack as well, and then we are going to head down to this stair pack here with these 2 slime claws. So we're going to bring those 2 slime claws into the side here. Spine breaker pack. Again, make sure you're pointing the spine breaker away from your group. Make sure you're moving out of that festering belch frontal. Watch your stacks on you. Make sure you're calling for a disease dispel when you need it. Watch the slime claws as well. When they go to run away, there is that padding spine breaker in this lake of goos. You don't want to pick him up. And then once that is all dead, run over our metamorphosis. We're going to take these 2 slime claws. We're going to run these down into the tentacle down the bottom here. Now, tentacle wise, using the plague borers to blow it up is the most efficient way here. The tentacle will grab someone as well, so you will need to stun to break them out. Be aware the plague borers will also cast wretched phlegm, which slows you. So watch out when the borers are about to explode, that you can actually make it out of that explosion and you don't die. Once that's done, we're moving up to the next tentacle. Next 2 plague borers are going to spawn. We're going to do the exact same here. And then, as I said, once this tentacle dies, our healer is going to mash mount and then is going to run all the way down past us. So there's that crushing, that grip that's gone off. You can see the plague borer is about to blow off. I always stay at max melee range on this tentacle here so I can get out. Chewy's mounting up now because we've dropped combat. He is going to go right past us. We're pulling these 2 plague borers here onto Blightweave and the relic pack. We're going to kill here. Chewy's legging it off all the way down the stairs to grab the back 2 right mobs, the spine breaker and the binder. And I'm not going to speed through this so you can see. So these borers are going off here. So we're getting as much damage as we can out to Blightweaver here. We kill Now we're going to wait for these 2 borers to spawn at the top here. Then what we want to do is we want to start kiting them down the stairs to these spine breaker and the binder here. Now again, facing the spine breaker away so that belch goes off, getting the plague borers to detonate here. So there goes that explosion, making sure a nice, clean, easy way to kill them up here. And you can see that dot damage just going on the spine breaker there and absolutely melting them down. So now we're going to get, again, a little bit finicky around setup here. We're going to kill this spine breaker. Then we're going to pull the right side. So there's the slime, plague binder, and the purple slime over the other side. We're going to pull this pack over here once the res goes off. And we're going to CC the red slime just out of it so we're not killing it early and we're not having to sink another kick into it. So I'm going to pull this pack over here and we're just going to fight it on this island here. CCing the red slime just out of it so it's not going to aggro the boss when it jumps over and it's not in our way. Killing this plague binder and stunning the withering filth there as well every time it goes off on the purple slime. Now, once these are nearly dead, we're going to break our red slime. We're going to get our red slime low, kicking these. Once it gets low, we're going to take it off into this 3-pack here, and then we're going to pull the boss. So moving over with our red slime, I'm just going to start aggro on this pack here, and we're going to aggro the boss. So red slime is dead. It's about to die now. Boss has been pulled, and now we're just going to stand in the red slime. 3rd heroism's gone off of the dungeon, absolutely melting Dr. Ickis now. Important thing with Ickis is the tank stay in melee range. Unless the boss is doing its slime lunge jumps, it won't matter. But any other time, if it's out of range, it'll cast Burning Strain. You or anyone in your group can kick this if you do fall out of range. So just make sure you or somebody kicks it and then get into range with the boss. Watch it also when you're trying to move the boss. As a DK, you can AMS Slime Injection. The boss, once it's on its 2nd platform, like after the first jump where we're going to now, will spawn a bomb. The bomb has to be killed before the timer goes off. The boss during this will also cast a congealed slime, the purple slime, and that purple ooze reduces damage taken by anything near it by 75%. The ideal play here is to rop it, typhoon it, get someone to move out and grip it, whatever you can do. Just get it out and then CC it. So we rop and then we parry it. You can also banish the purple slimes as well. Typhoon it out, root it, fear it, blind it, trap it, whatever you poison, just get it out so you don't have to kill it. And then you can just focus the bomb down and then get back onto the boss. The little oozes will also be spawning throughout this. They now scale with key level, so they don't just die to like a blood boil or a rushing jade wind kick. You do actually have to hit them or grip them in and walk over them. Just be aware of that. It also deals damage. I think I possibly killed Demise in this by gripping it onto him, and he actually ends up like I grip it, but it immediately impacts into Demise and actually explodes him. So just be aware of that. On the second purple slime too, I think we actually mess up CC and then we end up having to kill it. If you do have to kill it, it's fine. Just as the tank, make sure the purple slime isn't over the bomb. Kill the bomb as your priority because that's what's going to kill you unless you've got a group full of immunities. And then deal with the purple slime after that if you do have to kill it. So just getting through the rest of Icus here. So you can see the purple slime out there. I think we just had a mess up on CC. We tried to trap it. We should have trapped the original one and then parried the new one. But anyway, that's just kind of what happens. So our slimes out here, we do end up just killing this purple slime here. You can see that cast of Burning Strain was about to go off because I was out of range. So we kill the purple slime and then we get back onto Icus here just to finish up Icus. So you can skip through the rest of this because it's all pretty much a rinse repeato. And then we are off into the next area. So mounting up now, running all the way up these stairs over and then down to the new area where we're going to pull the 2 on the island to the right and the 2 on the island in front of us, which are down here, into this pool here. Make sure we're purging off the slime buffs as well. It just makes life a hell of a lot easier. So you can see there's a buff on that slime. There's a buff on the other slime that comes in over as well. And there's 2 mobs over there. I don't think there's a slime that's mixed in that as well. I know there is a slime in that as well. So 3 purges to go off here. You need to watch out for on here the tentacle grip. Again, we're killing here. This pack shouldn't give you too many issues. The defender will try and cast Bulwark of Maldraxxus, which reduces all damage to those in it by 90%. You can just displace this to cancel it. So grip, stun, drops, blinding lights, in-cap roars, etc. And then we're moving off into the middle island with the Flesh Giant, the Defender of Many Eyes, the Sniper, and the Venom Blade. Again, just watching that Bulwark of Maldraxxus from the Defender. The Venom Blade has a dot. The Sniper just pew-pews people. A big thing for the tank is interrupt the creepy crawlers on the Flesh Giant. If it gets off, 3 little ads come out, they deal a lot of damage. If the cast does get out and the key's a decent level or fortified, just make sure you sink a CD into that. Once we've done that, we're going to take these 3 on the side over here. We're going to take these 3 into the 2 to the right of us. So picking up these here, and then we're going to take them over to the slime and the Defender of Many Eyes here. So just grabbing this sniper here that didn't want to come with me. We're going to get these down. Again, no new mobs to cover off here. So we're going to get them. We're going to then run down to the bottom. There's this stealth ambusher that is down the bottom hidden. We're going to take that stealth ambusher into the tentacle and the defender to the left. Now the ambusher is going to cast Enveloping Web. Basically, it's just not worth kicking this. If you don't want to be rooted for some reason, then absolutely kick it. But otherwise, it's easier to just let that go through and let it channel, because the longer it's channeling that, it's not casting Stealthling casts, which can be a pain in the ass to deal with. So let the Enveloping Web just go off, stand in it, pew pew, and that's it. The tentacle, again, just watch the grass from that. Watch the Bulwark of Maldraxxus from the Defender of Many Eyes. If a Stealthling cast does go off, make sure you get over there and you disorientate them. So moving into the middle of the spawn pack, an in-cap roar, a leg sweep, a blinding light, a shockwave, a fear, a mass grip works, a typhoon works, any of those options you've got, just to make sure that the stealthlings don't then go and jump on someone. Then we're going to do the right side with the relic here. We kill again. DKs, you can control one of the Defenders of Many Eyes here, which will give you access to a 10% DR shield at your command. The problem is if you're a bit of a spaghetti head like me and you don't even have your pet bar bound, you'll have to have fun clicking it, which is what I kind of realized that I was going to have to do here, which wasn't a great deal of fun. On a 26, you don't realistically need the DR from this, but it is something that you can have to offer your group if you want another form of physical DR. So getting through this group here, then we're going to go and kill the other side. There's another pack of stealthlings. Moving over to the other side here, where we're going to do this pack here. Again, just dealing with those in the exact same way. You can see the Enveloping Web wasn't kicked there. We just let that go off. Moving through that. All right, and then we're on to the third boss, Venom Blade, who is the world's shittest lockpicker. So this boss will hit you with an ability called Cytotoxic Slash. You can use AMS to immune the debuff here if AMS holds up for the initial hit. Druids, you can decurse yourself with the dot that comes out on you with the Cytotoxic Slash. Throughout the encounter, someone, not you as the tank, will get a purple circle on them, and this is our ability called Shadow Ambush. The targeted player just needs to move out of the group to ensure the ambush stun doesn't stun the group. You then move to that player to free them. If you have control of one of the defenders of many eyes, what you would do is you would send the ad out to a point, put a marker on them, and then every single time that ambush was going to go off, the player with the purple circle would run to the ad. You would click your shield, and then the ambush would happen. That's how you would maximize the ad on this fight. It is kind of hard to do though, and you will be moving around a lot. Dramana will also spawn assassins. They will be located in Shroud Web around the encounter space. You need to get them out of stealth ASAP by dropping any forms of ability on them. So DKs can drop D&D on the webs. They can run through and Blood Boil. Hunters can flare. Warriors can thunderclap. Druids can thrash and swipe. Any form of AoE will break them out. So just keep that in mind and get them out ASAP. So that is pretty much it. This fight is a complete rinse repeat of just going through those cycles over and over. So I'm going to skip through this and get to the bottom here. So we are killing Dramana there. We're dropping down at 80.5%. Keep in mind, I still have my CC'd Defender of Many Eyes though. So that's why we're going down at this percent. 81.5% is the required count you need to drop down though if you don't have anything controlled. Just keep that in mind. Now our hunter's going off to trap the purple slime and pull the green slime, and then we're going to pull it into these packs here so you can see the green slime is here. So we're pulling these and we're just going to sort of just keep kiting down the bottom. Keep in mind, tanks, the big ads, they hurt. They do a lot of damage. When you get down to these bottom packs around the boss, it's not a great idea to stand there and just go face tank. They deal a lot of damage. They really do. So skipping all the way down the stairs here, slimes, relic pack down the bottom here, a bunch of devoted ads, and the name mob here, Bileflesh. So just with Bileflesh, just making sure you kick these pestilent bolts when you can. You have to be in range if you want to move Bileflesh, especially when it does it'll do the ghost steps to the packs. If you want to move back out of boss range, you need to be right up in his face, right up in melee range. Otherwise, Bileflesh won't actually move. So just keep that in mind as well. So we're clearing all these out. We'll get through all of these. And then we're going to go and grab our red slime and our purple slime. So purple slime's here. So we're just killing our purple slime. The red slime's up there. The red slime, you will need to kick it to continue it moving down. Otherwise, it will just prop itself and cast. So making sure we get the interrupts on that, killing our purple slime. Once our purple slime's dead, when the red slime gets low, we're going to take that into Margrave and we're going to start our final pull on the last boss here. Now Margrave, lots can go wrong. We're killing here. Now shortly after engaging the boss, an ad will spawn. You need to move to this location and there will be a tank circle soak for you to stand in. Make sure you're paying attention, stand inside the circle, and when the ad casts its ability called Touch of Slime, you need to make sure that you're in that circle. If no one is in that circle, it will insta-wipe your group. You will hit times when 2 ads are up. Do not panic. Just make sure that you stand in one Touch of Slime and then leg it to the next ad while your group finishes up the other one. You will make it towards the other Touch of Slime, as you can just see there. And then you want to push the boss so this doesn't happen again. You can't have 2 ads up at once cycling through this. You can make it through the start, but otherwise, if you can't push the boss fast enough, you get in real trouble. Now, in intermissions, small devoted undead ads will spawn around the boss. If you don't have a Defender of Many Eyes, you can just CC one of these to take it out. Otherwise, make sure you're taunting these mobs. They melee really hard as well, so just be aware of face tanking them. But taunt them, otherwise they will walk around slapping the other members in your group. They aren't fixated on you or anything like that. They move really slow, but they do melee really hard. Infectious Rain can absolutely own as well. Talk to your healer about when they want AMZ or any of your externals that you can offer. You can AMS as well as DK here. And otherwise, it's all about dodging the Plague Crash and the Slime Tentacle. So lots kind of going on this boss. It's definitely one of the harder tyrannical bosses, and it's definitely one of those giant pug checks as well. But otherwise, it is a rinse repeat, and it's all about trying to push the phases as quick as you can. You can see we've heroed moving into phase 2 here. It's generally one of the phases that you want to try and push as quickly as you can. You can use the DR as well, you know, as best as you can throughout as this fight's going on. It can be sort of hard to use, you know, throughout. I can't remember if it's a physical DR, if it works on Infectious Rain either, sorry. But it is just something that you've got access to. The Devoted's continuing to spawn. Again, just making sure that we're moving around, dodging these slime tentacle slams here. And that is pretty much it. And then when you make it through to phase 3, it's just a real strain on your healer. Try and make this as easy as you can. You've got Infectious Rains on the move with these slime tentacle slams going down, which means your healer's got far less options and abilities to be able to just prop and cast and heal people through this. So it does become really difficult. But that is pretty much it, Legends. If you've got any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully this helps, and I'll see you all next time. See you, fam.